I'm going to demonstrate something about Superplexus Circles, how you get started, some of the aspects of it as a device. Start is located in line with one of these brackets, and that makes it easy to get started. So what I've discovered as a way of always finding the alignment is that you see these central axis of the gimbal, and the gimbal rings will all line up. If you line up the gimbal rings, the ball will naturally want to fall to the bottom. And as you line this up, straight up, once I let the little ball settle, the ball will go straight into the beginning. And you don't have to look at the beginning to be able to do it, you just have to line everything up. Very well balanced. It very easily moves around in all directions, but it's a key to how this gimbal works is to know what gimbal lock is. So gimbal lock is when all of the rings get aligned to each other, which I'll do right now, and I can't rotate it this way and that way. It only tips forward and back. So in order to avoid problems with gimbal lock, you have to get used to just manipulating the gimbal with one hand while you're holding the sphere with the other. So now, getting in position. A good way to get started here is to align your body so that you're looking down or across some of the pathways that you're going to go on, so you know what is balanced. It's very easy to move the ball back and forth with just two fingers. So I'm going to now just let it go down this straightaway. You notice that there's railings on only one side of each of these paths, going very slowly because I have a lot of control. I can also get really good at this and then start playing very rapidly. So now I'm on number 2, and I'm on what is called a ringed turnaround. In other words, I have special turnaround devices that I've constructed for these concepts that allow you to get from one plane into another. And I've just turned around to number 2, and I will just gently get to number 3, and that's how you get started. You notice how easily I can manipulate the ball location just by turning this gimbal, and that's because I'm in a gimbal lock situation. So I'm just going to pivot that around. You notice that if I control it with one hand, I can get this to lay completely down onto the next plane. So the logic of how you move around through this game is that you are always trying to keep the plane that you're on level with gravity. The concept of this game is that you're in a three-dimensional labyrinth. It's not really a maze because it's a single pathway and it is full of pitfalls. And the labyrinth concept is that you really have, you play every surface. That means that the front, the back, up, down, there's no left, right, up, down, or anything like that to the entire structure. That's why it's in a sphere. And whatever you see as a structure is a part of the pathway on both the top and the bottom of that surface. So by the time you run through the whole thing, you will have moved hundreds and hundreds of feet. And I'm at number 18, keeping in mind that I've been playing probably for 5 minutes or so, and I'm at 18 out of 115. So it's a very long game.